too. We all want to travel the world and see the seven wonders. But did you know it's actually a lot cheaper than most people think? Having traveled 17 countries and 23 cruises, I found a couple of tips and tricks along the way that will help you manage your money while still having fun. So let's just dive right in. The first thing I would say, not the most important, but roughly the second most important, is credit cards. The American Airlines Advantage Visa on their website states, the American Airlines Advantage allows transfer from earned points to the variety of airlines. So this is very big in the American Airlines move, because they don't just allow you to get points with their airline alone. So say you're flying out of the country and American Airlines doesn't go to France. Well, they allow those points to be transferred to like Delta or whatever airline that you're trying to look at it taking. The second one I would say is the Marriott Bon Voyage card. That one is very good for hotels within the United States and overseas, but you're really just racking up points with them and racking up nights to stay at their hotel. But both these credit cards and credit cards in general are not a bad thing to use or to have. I personally have the American Airlines credit card, and the way I use it to save money and for trips is I will use it for things I already have budgeted out for it in the month. So I'll pay for my groceries, and at the end of the month that I have that money budgeted out for, I'll just pay the credit card off, and then I will build up credit, also build up points, and also be moving on to the year to traveling. But the best credit card I found out that is all around good is the Discovery card. The Discovery card allows for multiple things. A journal by Consumer Reports states Discovery allows 5% cash back on every purchase and allows 1.5 miles for every dollar you spend. For example, so if you spend 30,000 miles, it will actually be 75,000 miles. So that's huge, because considering 10,000 miles is $250 for a flight. So that is, you're talking about 4 or 5 flights that you just racked up. So Discovery card is very valuable in the travel game. But moving on, the second thing I would say the most important is the travel sites, such as like Travelocity, Trivago, stuff like that. So Travelocity is my personal favorite, because Travelocity allows you to navigate their site really well. You can add and subtract like different filters for looking for different things, how many people you want, how many stars, if it's a popular place, just stuff like that. Both sites allow that, but mine is definitely Travelocity, just because I'm very well versed with that one. But the Travelocity, it allows you, the cool feature I like the best is it allows you, so if you go to this picture, you have to type in your location, and you go to this picture and you choose reserve now, pay later. That's a cool feature for me. So when say you want to have a reservation next year because you're saving up points with your card, you reserve it now and you don't pay till you get there. So you can keep racking up points, so that way you can pay for it when you get there. That's super big in the travel game for cheap, because a lot of people think you got to be able to have the money all together. No. With the travel sites, you don't have to have the money together. They'll hold your place at that spot, so that way when you get over there, you'll have your money with you. But yeah, Trivago is very good also. That one, it's newer, it's more up to date, heck, really good for user friendly. It's like the iPhone versus the Android argument. But I like it. I go on there sometimes to compare prices. They do really good at comparing hotels. But yeah, that's also a very good site to use when you're traveling for cheap. You want to see all the different comparisons, because you don't know if you're getting the best deal. And lastly, the most important thing I would say is nobody wants to be traveling with somebody that's always uptight, always worried about something going wrong. When you're planning to go on a flight or wherever you're going, it's very important to remember that you're going on there for a reason. You're going over there for fun or for business or whatever. You need a plan for some mistakes or some user error, essentially is what I say. Because nobody's perfect. Something's gonna happen. You might lose your card. Something's gonna happen. The Uber driver's not ready. I mean, it's just whatever. So you need to be flexible. Now, ultimately, be the best all-around experience. An article I read by by James Boyd, a huge avid traveler, once said, "Traveling is for the weak and unminded, but searching and finding is for the strong and most willing." So that way, you just need to remember to have fun, travel, and experience the world, and your destiny awaits you if you look for these three things.